This is Bamzooki. Once again, teams from right across the country have been designing their very own virtual creatures, and this is where they put their Zooks to the test. As you can see, we've got 8 Zooks in the house again today, ready to battle it out over 3 rounds and a final, and here to guide us through every single contest. He's got his finger on the pulse. He's always ready for us, the man who never misses a trick. It's the brilliant Rich. All right, Rich.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're talking to me?
Yeah, I was doing. How are you doing? All right?
I'm ready as ever.
I bet you are. All right, Rich, more from him a bit later on. But right now, let's get on with the show, and it's time to meet our very first team.
We're the Sunny Scunny Babes. That's me, Amy. That's my friend Charlotte, who I go to school with. And this is my cousin Chloe. It's our love of trampolining that makes us good at zoot building.
We watch each other's moves and that gives us inspiration.
Our zoots will have really strong legs, so they will be good at speed and endurance.
I'm even going to try and make one that jumps.
Girls, welcome to Bamzooki. Good to see you. Now, the big question is, did you build the jumping zook?
Well, we didn't actually build the jumping zook, but we did do an override that goes over hurdles.
OK, now we haven't got hurdles in today's show. Is override good at other things?
Yeah, it's great.
OK, so you think your zooks have got the skills to do it today?
Yeah.
All right, good luck to you. But right now, let's meet the second team. And if you're scared of bugs, look away now.
Welcome to my bug-filled room. I'm crazy about bugs, especially spiders. I release them into my room to scare my sister. Ross and I,
The brains of the team,
have been looking at the way bugs move.
to copy them when building our zooks.
Once we got the movement on one leg right, we built from there, changing small bits at a time. Now look at him go. And I reckon we've hit on the best way of making zooks.
Yeah, but I keep telling them there's more to life than spiders. I'm into tennis, and I want to make one that bounces like a tennis ball. Out! What? That was so in!
No, I mean out of the question.
It would be way too hard to make something that bounces like a tennis ball. Let's just stick with making spiders.
Can't we just make something other than spiders? What about frogs? Frogs jump.
Nah,
Kangaroos, they bounce.
nah, I think we should stick with insects and spiders.
Welcome to Bamzooki, guys. Now, bugs were your main inspiration for building the zooks, but there's one that doesn't look too bug-like. Why is that?
Well, we sort of ventured from the bug idea just to see what happened, and it worked really well.
OK, but Ross, you reckon that bugs are the main thing to go for, aren't you?
Yeah, because we can't really think of anything else apart from them.
Right, that's the main reason then.
Yeah.
You couldn't think of other animals, so you just went for bugs.
Yep.
All right, well, fingers crossed your bugs and the elephant do the business for you boys today. Good luck. But right now, it's time for our first contest. OK, let's get on with today's first game. And teams, this is Zook Trap. As you can see, the brilliant House Zook Bernard and the kind of good House Zook Nosy are about to demonstrate. The aim of this game is to get to the finishing line as quick as possible. Sounds simple, but it's not so simple because of these very nasty traps. Now, what happens is, as soon as we release the Zooks, as you can see here with Bernard, they just kind of get a bit caught up, unless, of course, you're brilliant, in which case you race to the end. Bernard, congratulations. But teams, the pressure is now on. You've got to pick your first Zook who can cope with this. Off you go.
So do the teams go for a big zook to bludgeon the doors, or a small one to avoid them?
I think we should use Killer Crawler because it's fast and it should be able to run right through the doors.
Shall we have Ooze for the trap race?
We need some pushing power as well.
I think O-Fly might be better.
OK, teams, you've made your first choice. Let's have our first contest. Come on.
Well, both teams have chosen a similar tactic, and they've both avoided big zooks. This is Dad Ant to a Metamorphosis. He's pretty small, should be able to get through the doors, and that's exactly the reasoning the Sunny Scunny Babes have used when choosing Override.
Rich, thank you very much indeed. Now, teams, you may be thinking it's the first game, it doesn't matter too much, the final's a long way away, but I can tell you now, the lead that you can build up right now may well make a difference in the final. So good luck to both of you. Get ready to cheer on your zooks, and let's start that countdown. 3, 2, 1...
Well, it's the battle of the tiny zooks. Override there in green and Dadant for the Metamorphosis boys. And Override seems to be getting to the doors first. Can he get through the gap? He's got stuck there. That's... Oh! And he's been pinged off. terrible news for Override. Can he get back into it? Well, he's got to get through that first door and get after Dadant, who is already through the second door. A little bit caught up. This is the problem when you use such small zooks. The doors can have quite a vicious effect. But Dadant is through the final doors. Override can't get it back. Dadant has won.
Girls, I'm afraid you've lost the first game. You still think you can bring this back for the final, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, well, good luck to you guys, and congratulations to you guys. It's now time for the second contest. That, teams, is my very own house Zook Bernard. Check out the tail. And this is today's second game. It's Zook Bowl. Basically, what you have to do, as Bernard is demonstrating now, is run down it, not very good, Bernard, and knock a ball, and basically you have to then knock the ball into the Skittles. The team that knocks over the most Skittles after 2 goes is the winner, and please try and get more than 3. Teams, go and pick a Zook.
Well, the teams need to pick a Zook that can make good, clean contact with the ball.
I think Klinger. No, I think it's Zapper.
Tomahawk's got pretty good pushing power.
And that could be like for a pushing one.
Yeah, but that one can guide the ball.
Yeah, he's...
No, Klinger.
Sunny Scunny Babes, Metamorphosis, back you come.
Well, what's important here is the front end of the Zook, and this is Tomahawk. The guys from Metamorphosis will be hoping he has a deadly aim. And this is Zapper for the Sunny Scunny Babes, with a nice smooth head.
Rich, thank you very much indeed, mate. OK, Sunny Scunny Babes, you're the first ones up, and you've kind of picked Zapper. He's not the fastest Zook in the world, but fingers crossed he can bowl us over with his aim. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1...
And off goes Zapper, and as Jake rightly pointed out, not the quickest Zook in the world, but this isn't about speed, this is about accuracy. He gives the ball a little gentle caress there, and off it goes, rolling down towards the poles, not too quick, but there's a few gone down there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the ball hasn't stopped yet. Finally down goes the 5th, 5 to Zapper.
He's gone. He's done it. He scored 5. That's not a bad start. You can still win this. Do not worry. Boys, you're up next. 5 is a score to beat with your very first ball. Don't forget, it's 2 each. So let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1...
Tomahawk, carrying much more speed than Zapper, hits the ball towards the poles. What? But only 4 for Tomahawk.
Oh, boys, you only got 4. That's not quite as good as what the girls get. You're only 1 behind, but you've got another ball to go, so you can still do this. It really is hanging in the balance. It's time for the second ball. Ready?
3, 2, 1...
Off goes Zapper for his second attempt. Again, making his way steadily towards the ball. In your own time, Zapper. Up he goes. That looks like better Oh, he's fallen over, but the ball races down towards the poles, and that's... Oh, and a whole load go down there. That's a terrific score from Zapper. 15, giving the girls a total of 20.
Rich, superb. The boys here had their kind of head in their hands there. You didn't like that at all, did you? As soon as you saw those go down, you just hit row after row. How do you feel?
Achievement.
You trebled your previous score, which means that, boys, you need 17 from your final ball. It's not going to be easy, but they could do it. Here we go.
3, 2, 1...
So Tomahawk really needs to pull something out of the bag here if the boys are going to win. It's good contact. It's more than last time. 7 go down, gives them a total of 11. It's not enough. The Sunny Scunny Babes take the round.
Unlucky Metamorphosis. Tomahawk tried his best. It was always going to be a tall order. You were exactly 10 Skittles short. So what can I say? Congratulations, Sunny Scunny Babes. Who would have thought it? One of the tiniest Zooks we've ever seen managed to zap Tomahawk out of the water. You must be chuffed about that.
Yeah.
So with the scores at 1-1, it's time for the last game before the final. OK, teams, this is World's Strongest Zooker. This is also where it gets kind of serious because the scores are tied and this is the last game for one of you to take a lead into today's final. Quite simply, that line is very, very important. What your Zooker's got to do is push the obstacles over the line, and the obstacles are getting heavier and heavier. The first team Zook who's pushed them all over is the winner. It's your last chance to pick a Zook, so do it carefully. Off you go.
With Zook Trap and Zook Bowling out of the way, have the teams left themselves a strong Zook?
I think Klinger's best.
Killer Crawler's fast, but he's not as strong.
Yeah, but Klinger's fast.
Everything's got things that will guide it.
That's right, because it's got like a shovel and...
Interesting choices, teams. Come on, let's do this.
Well, it's all to play for with World's Strongest Zook, and the Sunny Scunny Babes have chosen Ooze, who, interestingly enough, shares his name with a river, geography fans. And meanwhile, the Metamorphosis guys, well, they've chosen Elephant, who, interestingly enough, shares his name with an elephant.
Rich, absolutely brilliant. Let's hope that the game can match your great commentary. Teams, are you ready?
Yeah.
This is the last game before the final. One of you will be taking a 1 second lead, so let's play.
3, 2, 1.
There's a lot of pressure on these two Zooks because the winner gives their team a lead into the final, and a good start from Elephant there. Straight away, that first block over the line. Ooze, well, struggling a little bit there. Needs to get a move on. Elephant lines up for the second block. Oh, great design, Zook, this. Making it easy work. Ooze, oh dear. Really the wrong Zook pick there by the Sunny Scunny Babes as Elephant lines up for the third and final pile. Easy for Metamorphosis. They take the round.
It was kind of a one-sided contest. Let's first come to the Sunny Scunny Babes. Didn't quite have the power there to push them over the line. But it's OK, you're only taking a 1 second deficit into the final. Can you still win this thing?
Yes.
You certainly can. And as for you guys, that is one good Zook. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
He was kind of built for this, wasn't he?
Yeah.
OK. Rich, just to come back to you for a few seconds. Elephant's a great Zook. Admittedly, the colour is slightly wrong, but certainly in terms of his pushing ability, he's all elephant, isn't he?
He certainly is, Jake. But it's not all about sheer strength, you know. It also depends on how you use it. Elephants like knocking over trees, and they have a special knack for doing it. Because they're tall, they can push high up on the tree, where they can get good leverage. They generally push with their trunks, and as there's less resistance halfway up the tree than at its roots, after a couple of pushes, it falls over. Timber! The point to remember is to get plenty of leverage so that you can use your strength in the best possible way. Remember that next time you're building the world's strongest Zook.
Throughout today's show, we've had small Zooks, we've had big Zooks, but right now every single Zook is going to come together as a team for today's Bamzooki final, and it's the relay race. Now, teams, what's going to happen here is that the very first Zook you picked at the start of the show is going to start the race. They'll then tag the next Zook, and so on and so forth until the first Zook to cross this finish line is the winner. Now, Rich, there are a couple of Zooks we haven't yet met, and I would like to say hello, so could you just introduce us quickly?
All the K's have been saved up for this final leg. The Sunny Scunny Babes have gone for Klinger, and the Metamorphosis have gone for the Killer Crawler.
Thanks a lot, Rich. It's really interesting, this, because it may well be the Zook we haven't even seen yet makes all the difference to the final. You're 1-0 in the lead. Girls, you've got a bit of catching up to do. Good luck to the both of you. Let's start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, can Dadant make use of that 1 second advantage over Override as they compete on the first leg? Well, Dadant gets to Tomahawk and Override finally gets to Zapper, but it's Metamorphosis who are showing early, really. Elephant well on his way on his third leg. This is Zapper going towards Ooze. They're a little bit behind the Sunny Scunny Babes as Killer Crawler takes over from Elephant, but he's got caught, and here comes Ooze swaggering along on his hind legs. Can the Sunny Scunny Babes come from behind? He tags Klinger. Oh, but Killer Crawler's free, and he's got real speed. Bamzooki! Metamorphosis, take it.
Almost a photo finish. It's a good job you've designed the world's fastest Zook for that last little bit, guys. Congratulations for saving that Zook till the end. Sunny Scunny Babes, you were sunny. You brought light into our lives. Thank you so much for coming down. Brilliant Zooks. I loved what you did today. But as for you boys, you're back for the semi-finals. And in the meantime, you can celebrate with these great Bamzooki pictures. Congratulations. I'll see you in the semi-final. And don't forget, if this has whet your appetite to build your very own Zooks, then you can do that right now. All you need to do is log on to bbc.co.uk/cbbc, click on Bamzooki, and all the software is there to download and build your very own Zooks. Thanks so much for watching. And Rich, thanks to you.
It was virtually perfect today.
Cheers, buddy. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
What's stopping us from watching the final now? Nothing!
It's time for another Bamzooki showdown. In the house today, we've got 4 teams battling it out over 2 semi-finals and a final as we search for today's champion of champions. And what do they get their hands on, I hear you ask? Well, it's this, the official Bamzooki brick. Everybody wants one.
Move away from the brick, Jake.
OK.
Zook
fine.
Army, defend the brick.
Look at them spring into action. Rich, very impressive indeed, mate. Of course, there'll be more from Rich later on as he guides us through today's games. But right now, let's get on with the show and meet our very first team in today's semi-finals. They're the Robo-Gals.
Hi, we're the Robo Girls, and as you can see, we're all a bit crazy and mixed up.
And some of their Zooks got a bit mixed up too. Hornet forgot to avoid a pole in zigzag. But luckily, Ookie Kookie had his mind on the job in Zook Sumo. But Zika couldn't find the net in Zook Ball. But they sorted themselves out in the relay, winning themselves a place here today. Not so crazy and mixed up after all, eh?
Robo Gals, good to see you again. Now, what have you brought down here today to make sure that you're going to be victorious on the showdown?
Well, we've brought our lucky socks and
Let's
they're
have a
really
look.
stripy.
All right, so a load of striped socks are going to
Yeah.
guarantee you victory today.
Definitely.
Doesn't matter about the standard of Zooks. If you've got the socks, you can win. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, and are you confident?
Very.
All right, best of luck. I love those socks. So if you do win, you're going to be deserving winners today. But right now it's time to meet the team that the Robo Gals are going to be up against, and this is how they made it all the way to the Bamzooki Showdown.
Hi, we're Frogs on Wheels. I'm Leanne, this is Kirsty, and that is Richard.
Frogs on Wheels may be a strange name, but there was nothing strange about their tactics. Climbus Maximus was ideal for Zook in a china shop. And Move Master looked a dead cert to win Zook hurdles, only being cruelly denied right at the end as he got stuck with victory in his sights. Shifter restored their lead with a powerful performance in the weakest Zook. And making use of a 1 second advantage, little old Star Climber shone in the relay to guarantee Frogs on Wheels a place here today.
Frogs on Wheels, good to see you again. You've definitely got one of my favourite team names, so it's nice to have you back. Now, what is it that you think separates you three from every other Bamzooki team that we have here?
Well, we've got our frog mascot, and it
Okay.
brings us loads of luck.
So you think that a small stuffed frog is going to separate you out from all the other teams when it comes to our games today?
Yeah.
And you're nice and confident of that?
Yeah.
All right, best of luck, team. Now, the one thing that separates out today's Bamzooki from all the others is the fact that our teams get to play with their very own Super Zooks. We gave them a bit of time earlier on today to sit down and design a Zook especially for today's competition, and this is what they came up with.
The Robo Gals chose to adapt Squibble, who performed so well in the relay. They began by changing his front end. Frogs on Wheels also chose their relay winner, Star Climber, and although he was quick, he didn't look the best all-rounder. Both teams worked hard, drawing on their experience from previous rounds to fine-tune their final design. Trial and error also played a part, but both were confident, as both teams had started out with a proven Zook. Things could only get better, surely. With testing complete, let's have a look at their results. The Robo Girls' Uber Zook is Socks. And Frogs on Wheels couldn't resist naming theirs Fast and Furious Frog. Yeah, thanks for that, guys.
Cheers, Rich. Now, teams, I'm afraid to say the one thing I haven't yet told you about today's showdown is that it's sudden death. If you lose this round, you're out. If you win this round, you're in today's final. Now, the aim of this game isn't to get caught up like Nosy and Bernard are doing. The actual aim is to touch all of these targets. Every time you touch one, another target will randomly appear somewhere else on the table, and after 45 seconds, the Zook that's touched the most number of targets will be the winner. Best of luck to both teams. It's now time for the first semi-final. Well, this is it, guys, the very first semi-final. It is a knockout, so best of luck to both of you. And you're actually getting on quite well, wishing each other luck, aren't you? Which is a really nice thing to do. So best of luck to both teams. It's now time for the first semi-final.
3, 2, 1.
Off we go in Zook tag. Socks for the Robo Gals up against Fast and Furious Frog for the Frogs on Wheels. Glad I got that bit out of the way. Now, here goes Socks. He's 5-3 up, the big green one. And he's got a bit caught there. And you've got to say, he's the quicker of the two Zooks. But Fast and Furious Frog has sort of been pushed along there by Socks. But Socks has got another one. Oh, you've got to worry about Fast and Furious Frog here. I don't think he's quite fast or furious enough. Socks now in quite a decent lead. 10-6, 12-6 now. I'm not sure little Fast and Furious Frog is going to come back from this. It's 14-7. The time is running out. 15-7. The final few seconds. 16-7. It's all over. Socks takes it.
Oh, Frogs on Wheels, what can I say? Your frog wasn't quite fast and furious enough, but well done for being in the semi-final. A really great place to be. And as for the Robo Gals, Socks has got both feet firmly in today's final. How do you feel?
Excellent. Yeah,
really well
good.
done, congratulations. But it may well be an all-girl final on today's Bamzooki Showdown because one of the teams that the Robo Gals might be up against are these girls, and this is how they made it to the Bamzooki Showdown.
Deep in the heart of Kate, 3 Zooks have been created.
And what creations they were. Have you ever seen anything like Kangaroolophant? No? Not a genetic experiment gone wrong. The winner of Ramzook. Super Alicia. But it was Rotto who was the hero in Zook Pursuit. Bling Bling Chanel. But Dozy Bill gave a 24-carat performance in Merry-Go Zook. And Wonder Corin. And in a wonderful relay, Hip Hop Chappie's last gasp dash to the line won it for the Bam Babes.
Bam Babes, welcome back to Bamzooki. Now, last time you were here, you won every single game you played, which is a brilliant record. What will you do this time to make sure that run continues?
We're going to put all our effort in and work as a team.
OK, but the big question is, do you have the Zook ability for success? What do you reckon?
Yes.
All right, so you're nice and confident.
Yeah.
All right, best of luck to you. But let's meet the team that you're going to play against in today's semi-final, because they are Metamorphosis, and this is their route to the Bamzooki showdown.
Ross and I,
The brains of the team,
have been looking at the way bugs move.
to copy them when building our Zooks.
And it was quite a successful blueprint. Dadant crawling his way to victory in Zook Trap. However, a disappointing Zook bowling for Tomahawk could have made them nervous. But the power and strength of Elephant gave them a lead into the final, where again, an insect-inspired design in the shape of Killer Crawler won with style. Welcome to the showdown, Metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis, good to have you back here at Bamzooki. Are you confident about today, boys?
Yep.
All right, good. Now, what is it about your team and about your Zooks that makes you think you might grab a victory today?
Well, we've got a really good all-round group of Zooks who all work really well, so we're confident.
OK, so you're a good all-round team. You're also the only all-boy team we've got here today. How's that going to work for you, do you think? I can see Ross smiling. You like the idea of that, don't you?
Yes.
All right, well, listen, good luck, boys. But before we go any further, obviously all of the teams at today's showdown got the chance to build their very own Uber Zooks. And this is what happened when our second two semi-finalists had a chance to build theirs.
Well, the Bam Babes chose to work on Hip Hop Chappie. We all remember his stunning speed in the relay. Adding the ability to push was surely a good idea. Metamorphosis, who originally based most of their designs on insects, chose instead to develop Elephant. The strength was already there, but what about speed or turning ability? Both teams tested, then tweaked, as they worked towards creating what they hoped would be the ultimate all-round Zook, an Uber Zook. Let's see the results. Metamorphosis have created Piggy's Revenge, and the Bam Babes are pinning their hopes on the multi-limbed Kanga Hip Hop.
Rich, thank you very much. And teams, can I just quickly say what great names you've got for your Uber Zooks? I think they're absolutely brilliant, but in this particular semi-final, it's good aim, not a good name that's going to win you this particular game, and that's a wrap too. Now, basically, what you have to do is knock down all the poles with your team's coloured block at the top. When you've knocked them all down, you win the game. But if you knock down the other team's poles, they also get the point. So fingers crossed your Zook knows exactly where it's going. Good luck to both of you. It's now time for the second semi-final. OK, teams, don't forget winner takes all on this one, so best of luck to all of you. I think without any further ado, it's time to start the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Kanga Hip Hop up against Piggy's Revenge. Good start there for Piggy's Revenge. Kanga Hip Hop, he hit his pole there, but he didn't fall over. That's very disappointing. And he's hit the other pole. And that one hasn't fallen over either. That's a bit rubbish. And here comes Piggy's Revenge now, has knocked over that one. And here comes, oh my goodness, Kanga Hip Hop is on his back. And here comes Piggy on his final attack. He's closing in on the ultimate goal. Can he knock over the final pole? Yes, he can. Piggy's Revenge has done it.
Oh, Bam Babes, I'm so sorry. The fact that your Zook ended up on his back didn't really help, but you did so well to make it to the semi-final, so congratulations. And that was a close one. And as for you boys, Metamorphosis have made it all the way into the Bamzooki final. You must be really over the moon about that.
Yep.
All right, boys, best of luck in today's final. Now, you guys at home have probably had a go at making Zooks, but you haven't yet tried to make Zooks that look like other things. And I think you should, because you'd be amazed just how much Zooks can look like they're not Zooks.
Why did the butterfly flutter by? Never smile at a crocodile. The ultimate in flower power. Ladybird, ladybird, fly away home. Oh, talking of homes, that's what you call a mobile home. A little speckled frog, but where's his speckled log? Hang on a minute, that's my lunch.
Well, absolutely brilliant Zooks. Anyway, it's now time for today's final. We've got a sock and a pig competing over an assault course. Genius. OK, teams, here it is. Your Zooks are in place, ready for today's Bamzooki final. Let me just see how you're feeling. Robo-Gals, can your Zook pull its socks up far enough for you to win this final?
Yeah.
You'd be so happy to win, wouldn't you? Yeah. I know you would. And over here, boys, you seemed quite cool, quite relaxed, but quite happy after your semi-final. Will we see the name Metamorphosis on the winning trophy, do you think?
Definitely.
You think so?
Yep.
All right, well, best of luck to both of you. But before we go any further, Rich, please introduce us once more to our final Uberzooks.
Well, these really are the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. The Robo-Gals have socks, and Metamorphosis, Pig is revenge.
OK, teams, this is the way it works. Your Zooks start off down here. They have to get over, round and through all of the obstacles, all the way down to the line at the end, and then back again. It's a really tough course, and it should test everything that your Uberzooks are good at if you've designed them properly. Nothing left to be said. Best of luck to both of you. This is going to be a really close one. It's now time for today's Bamzooki final.
3,
Ready?
2, 1.
And off we go in the final. Pig is revenge, hoping to bring home the bacon for Metamorphosis, and Socks, hoping to, well, win as well. And they're pretty well evenly matched, and both have got a little bit stuck on the ramp, and Socks is all over the place, on his back. Oh no, this is bad news for Robo-Gals. Socks is on his back, but Pig is revenge can't get free, and Socks is back up and suddenly in the lead. Unbelievable. He looked dead and buried earlier on. He's pushed the block over. Can he get back? Oh, he's through the gate. Socks is all the way there. Socks is really nearly at the end. Pig is revenge still stuck on the ramp. Can Socks do it? He's only got to knock down this pole and he's home. Pig is revenge is finally free. Pushes his block. Down comes the pole. He's nearly there. He's nearly there, but he's on his back. And frankly, I can't see him getting up from here. Is he going to do it? Oh, no! He's done it!
Robo-Girls, you've won! They can't believe it. Let me come quickly to Metamorphosis. Boys, a really great performance. Your Zook raced off, got a bit caught, started to race off again, but really, really well played. You made it all the way to the final, which is brilliant. And girls, what can I say? Lots of cuddles going on here. Let me give you your trophies. Becky, there you go. Well done to you. Amy, there you go. Congratulations. You get your hands on a Bamzooki brick, as do Patricia and Kate. You girls look so happy. Are you chuffed? Yeah. All right, really well played. I'm so happy for you. And don't forget, if you would like to design your very own Zooks, then you can do. Just log on to bbc.co.uk/CBBC, click on Bamzooki, and all the software is there. Rich, worthy winners, I think.
Oh, unbelievable, Jake.
Rich has had enough. We haven't. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bamzooki.